Hi there, and welcome to Plan to Protect with Melodie Bissell, the safest podcast on the internet. My name is Joshua Bissell, and I'm the producer of this weekly podcast where we tackle topics around abuse prevention and vulnerable sector protection. We're looking at the theme of perseverance this week with Melodie, as she offers a much needed and very valuable and encouraging reminder about what it means to be protecting the vulnerable in our care. Thank you so much for joining us this week for Plan to Protect with Melodie Bissell, the safest podcast on the internet.
Today, I'd like to draw our attention to a word that I think is something we should all embrace, especially after just coming out of a 2-month series on common gaps found in policies and procedures. The word I'd like us to focus on for the next few minutes is the word perseverance. What an important word when your role and responsibility involves safeguarding. I'd like to read the definition from Merriam-Webster's dictionary on perseverance. It is the continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties, to persist in anything undertaken, to maintain a purpose in spite of difficulties, obstacles, discouragement, to continue steadfastly. Perseverance is persistence in sticking to a plan. An example of perseverance is working out for 2 days and sticking to a diet. Perseverance is the work that athletes do to make it to the Olympics. It's persistent determination to adhere to a plan or a direction. It's insistence. Perseverance is needed in safeguarding. I know, because for 15 years, we have been persevering to raise the bar on protection, to help organizations achieve the highest standard of protection. Big applause to those of you who have been persevering in safeguarding. You know that there are gaps in your policies and procedures. You get pushback, challenges along the way, obstacles you hit in trying to raise the bar on protection and to secure more buy-in to policies, procedures, and training. Persevering in safeguarding includes not losing sight of who needs protection. It is not losing sight of vulnerabilities that people face. It's not losing sight of the risks involved. It's not losing sight of others that have paid such a huge debt because they have been abused and there was not safeguarding in place when they were groomed, sexually, emotionally, physically abused. Perseverance is not becoming discouraged when people criticize you or even spit at you. It's not becoming discouraged when people judge you and judge your motives. Yes, I can tell you there have been times in the last 15, 20 years that I have been doing safeguarding where I hit obstacles and challenges along the way. Yes, I have become discouraged at times when people judge my motives, incorrectly judge my motives. Perseverance is sticking to your goal, keeping your eyes on the goal of safeguarding, winning the race against abuse. It's staying the course with your policies, staying the course with your procedures, staying the course with screening, policy audits, role modeling, integrity, excellence, and goodness. When I think of perseverance, I think of a young woman, Layla Mickleway. Layla is the founder and CEO of Justice Defense Fund and the founder of the global #Trafficking Hub movement, supported by millions around the world. Layla is an amazing young woman, And she has perseverance that is just nonstop. She has been combating the injustice of sex trafficking for over a decade now and is a leading expert in the field. And she is relentless, another great word that aligns with perseverance when it comes to shutting down Pornhub. Layla is guiding the development of a safe home and a woman's empowerment program for vulnerable young women who have aged out of the orphanage system in Haiti through New Reality International, an organization that she founded in 2007 that holds special consultation and consultative status with the United Nations. Layla is relentless and she is persevering. I know Layla because I follow her on Twitter. The hashtag Trafficking Hub movement that Layla continues to lead is a non-religious, non-partisan, non-centralized global effort to hold Pornhub accountable, the 10th most visited website in the world and the largest pornography website in the world, accountable for enabling and profiting from sex trafficking, criminal sexual exploitation of countless of victims. The Trafficking Hub petition has been signed by over 2.2 million people from 192 countries around the world. This effort is endorsed by over 300 organizations, and the impact of the movement has been covered in thousands of media pieces globally. Layla says she is not going to stop until Pornhub is held accountable for their actions and is shut down. Because of Layla's efforts in persevering, she has witnessed every one of the credit cards pulling out of Pornhub so that their purchases cannot be made through credit cards. Layla is an amazing young woman. She has persevered. She has stuck to the course. She has kept her eye on the goal. Today, I want to encourage you to persevere. You are not in this alone. I know that if you are responsible for safeguarding within your organization, you get pushback. You have people saying, I think you're taking this a little bit over the top. You have people saying, you know what? I don't think we need to do this. We know each other. Don't you trust us? You have people saying to you, but we should demonstrate forgiveness and grace. You hit obstacles in your role in safeguarding. And I want to encourage you today to persevere. You may be discouraged after hearing 2 months of podcasts on common gaps that are found in policies and procedures. I get it. I too become discouraged. I become discouraged when I see members or clients that have been using our services for many, many years still drop the ball when it comes to safeguarding. You are not in this alone. We're here to help you. If you need a word of encouragement, if you need to bounce ideas off of someone, that is what our membership is for. Our network of members encourages each other, shares best practices, supports each other, and encourages each other. As a member, you can call us and email us at any time. Don't hesitate to call and say, I'm just really discouraged. I feel that we've hit too many obstacles. People are pushing back. Walter Elliott says, perseverance is not a long race. Rather, it is many short races, one after another. Please persevere. Persevere on behalf of just that one child, that one elderly person, that one volunteer that needs to have someone come alongside of them and encourage them to protect those that are vulnerable. I'm going to end today with just 2 Bible verses that I have personally found encouraging, that I keep my eye on when I grow weary. It is a proverb in chapter 4, verses 25 and 26. Let your eyes look directly forward. Let your gaze be straight before you. Ponder the path of your feet. Then all your ways will be sure. Again, that's in Proverbs chapter 4, verses 25 and 26. And then another verse that we often quote at Plan to Protect, and it is found in Paul's epistle of Galatians, Galatians chapter 6, verse 19. And let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Don't give up. Don't grow weary in doing good. Your act of safeguarding every step you take, your perseverance, your steadfastness, being relentless, will see good work. We see that evident in the work of Layla Mickleway. We see that in our clients and our members who strive every day, every week, to achieve the highest standard of abuse prevention and the protection of the vulnerable sector. Thank you so much for joining us this week. Beginning next week, we are going to start a 4-part series on protecting the elderly. I want to encourage you to join us for our podcast in the month of June. June is Elder Protection Month. June 15th is a day that has been set aside globally for the protection of the elderly. So join us for our podcast during the month of June as we focus on elder abuse awareness and protection. Have a great week, everyone. Goodbye.